Racers, JonRacer3 today, back for another Hot Wheels case unboxing. Today we have the Hot Wheels 2020 H case. Just came in the mail, and the J case should be coming out here pretty soon. So sorry for the delay on the case races. I know we went 2 weeks without unboxing a case, but we finally got the H case in. So let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy, because we got some beautiful cars in this case. Let's start off with the first three. Already got 3 beautiful cars. We got the McLaren P1 in a nice like blue turquoise-ish color. I really love the paint that they did on this P1. Very beautiful. And then we got a GTR and a Greenwood Corvette from the previous case. Next up, we've got 2 Jet Z, the Linster prototype, and Heavy Hitcher. I believe Heavy Hitcher is a recolor for this case in silver. The other 2 cars you guys have seen before. Next up, we have RV There Yet, a recolor in blue. We saw this earlier this year. We have a custom 71 El Camino in red. That thing looks like a beast. And then we have a Chevy Nova in red, so a lot of recolors here for those cars. Next up, we have a GMC Cyclone in black. This is a new for 2020 model, as you can see. I like the wheels that they did in this thing. It is very, very good looking. We have a Honda S2000. I know people have been freaking out about this S2000 because of just like the paint scheme on it. I think it looks very good. And then we have another Robo Racer Robo Car recolor for you guys right there. Next up, we've got another Greenwood Corvette. We have a Heavy Hitcher, cars that you guys have seen before, and then we have the Hot Wheels Chevy Camaro Special Edition in green. If you guys remember, this came out in orange. I think it was 1 or 2 years ago. Nice to see it come out again in green. We haven't seen a Camaro in a while, actually, like one of the newer ones. So that's very cool to see. Next up, oof, we got some big boys here. We've got Skate Grom, which is a skater boy car. I like that. Got a little guy on the top. You can see it's Tokyo 2020 skateboarding. Whether or not the Olympics will happen because of this Ebola virus. Not Ebola, what the heck. Because of this virus, we will have to see. But nice little skater boy car. Looks like it's got a metal base, so it looks like it's going to be pretty quick. We've got Hyper Rocker in green, which you guys have seen before. And then we have Power Rocket in blue. Another car that you guys have seen before, I believe. So there's that. We've got a Hudson Hornet, a Chevy Nova Wagon, 2 cars you guys have seen before, and then we've got Pixel Shaker, which is very cool. It's new for 2020. It came out in red earlier this year, I believe. As you can see there, you guys can put some Lego people on it. Very cool stuff. Next up, we've got the only new car here. You guys have seen the GTR and the Power Rocket before, but we've got 8 crate with these white wall tires. I think the decals on this thing look absolutely amazing. This car just looks cool in general with those wheels. Very, very excited to get this out of the packaging. That looks fantastic. Next up, we've got a yellow Porsche Carrera. I believe I got this in the last case. I'll have to check. We've got Sky Dome, which is new for this case. You got the Tokyo 2020 Olympics up there. Looking very nice. It's the basketball car, as you can see there. It looks very good. And then we've got Duck and Roll, the rubber ducky car, which you guys have seen in the previous piece. Let's go ahead and sort that out a little bit. Next up, we've got the BMW K1300R, the Porsche 944 Turbo, which I think is new for this case. I could be wrong. But then we have the main line for the Super, the Audi Sport Quattro in red, looking very nice, very clean looking car. I don't believe we've raced this Porsche before, but I'll have to check up on my memory on that. Next up, we've got the Willys Jeep. We've got Motosaurus, 2 cars that raced in the last case race, and then we have a Twin Mill Gen E in like a matte red color. That looks very clean, especially the card art. Looks very cool there. Like to see it. Twin Mill Gen E. I really like the like sort of modern look that these cars are taking for like fantasy cars, make them look like supercars. It's very cool. Next up, we have Dune It Up. I don't remember if we've raced this yet. We have the Chevy Nova Wagon, which you guys have seen before, and then we have a gymnastics car for Tokyo 2020. I love all of these Tokyo 2020 cars, especially with the card art. That is some very cool stuff. Take a look at that. pause it if you read it if you want. But High Beam is also a very fast casting. If you guys remember, it won the case races at the very beginning of last year, the 2019 case races. So hopefully you can bring the speed this time.
I interrupt this program to let you guys know about my gaming channel. If you guys could do me a huge favor, just go into the description and click subscribe on my gaming channel. We're going to be out posting a lot of fun content on this channel. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can get notified for every time I upload. I might upload some special stuff on here, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But that is just all I wanted to say. Now back to your scheduled video.
Let's go ahead and move on to the second layer. Whoops. Next up, we've got Formula Solar Custom Ford Maverick. If you guys remember, the Formula Solar won the case race and was king of the hill at one point this year. And then we have the beautiful 2019 Corvette ZR1 convertible. Just take a look at this thing. This looks so good. Very happy with this. They're coming out with this again. I believe it's in blue later this year with some better wheels on it. But this orange Corvette looks very nice. I wish the wing wasn't just metal like it is on the card art. But hey, I cannot complain. Very cool new casting. I like to see it. Next up, we got another Porsche, another Lindsay prototype. But then we have the Party Wagon, which is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mobile. This thing looks sweet. There aren't a lot of tampos on it, but granted, I haven't watched the Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I don't know what it's actually supposed to look like. You got the tampos in the front. Looking like it's a very cool looking car, I have to admit. That looks very neat. Very cool stuff there. Alright, next. Oh, something I actually want to point out, I just noticed here. Notice how like the wing on this is like popping up so it's not connected, and look at the wing on here. It's like a decal on the back. I don't know how I feel about that, but oh well. Hey, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles car, so that's a pretty cool car. Next up, we have a Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo in blue. This is just a lot of blue. I don't know if the wheels really match the color of this car. I mean, it's a nice blue car, but I don't really care for those blue on blue wheels. There we have a Honda City Turbo 2 in red, and then a cool one, which you guys have seen in a previous case. Very cool stuff. Next up, we are flying through this case right now. We've got a Rockin' Santa sled, which you guys have seen. I think this might actually be a recolor. I think it came out in red earlier this year. Then we have a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. This thing is huge. Definitely not going to fit on the track there, but that is quite a big car. And then we have a Bat Plane from, what is this? Batman, the animated series. Very cool. It looks like the wings might move on it, or I'm not sure. But I'm not really a fan of like the display, what do you call it? Just like the ships. I know they have a lot of planes and stuff too, but I'm not the biggest fan. Next up, we have a Corvette ZR1 convertible, duck and roll cars you've seen before, and then we have a car a lot of people are going crazy for, the Datsun Bluebird 510 wagon with the Momo paint on it. Very nice. As you can see, we have the rough grill variation. If you guys don't know about the grill variations on the Datsun, there are two grill variations. There's a smooth grill, and then there's like a rough grill. You guys can't really see it on the camera, but it is a rough grill there. So if you're into collecting variations, that is a variation that you can collect. Just letting you guys know. But hey, that car is going to be sought after a lot, so keep your eye out for that. Next up, we have another Party Wagon, Chrysler Pacifica in black. I don't remember if we've raced this yet. I'll have to check. And then the Hudson Hornet, the 817 Hudson Hornet, looking cool there from the previous case. Next up, we have a Dodge Power Wagon, and then two cars that we have seen before. Look how big this thing is. This is a huge truck, dude. I doubt this will even fit on the track at all. It looks like we have a little bit of like a tampo error, as you can see on the back right there. That is strange. Maybe it's just like the tampos going from the back and then just like winding out, or like winding over the back. I'm not sure, but looks like a cool car. Unfortunately, I doubt it'll fit on the track, but that's a very big boy right there. Next up, we have a Bone Shaker, a cool one, cars you guys have seen before. And then a Volvo 850 Estate. in blue and gray. This is a new for 2020 casting. I believe it came out in white and blue earlier this year. Looking very good. I like the wheels that they chose for this Volvo. Looks very clean. And we're getting down to the last cars. Next up we have Nerve Hammer, which is new for this case. Looking very cool. They haven't had a Nerve Hammer come out in a while. Glad to see it come back. We have Total Disposal, and this thing's a heavy casting. That is crazy. But it's a dump truck, not a dump truck, garbage truck, new for 2020. Hopefully it's fast. It feels fast. Heavy cars usually don't really perform well on the 6 lane, but any other track other than the gradual decline of the 6 lane, the heavy cars perform very well. Next up we have 3 cars you guys have seen before: the Honda City Turbo, the Ion Motors Thresher from the Fast and Furious series on Netflix, and then we have Dune It Up. Very cool stuff there. Next up we have Cloak and Dagger, which is new for this case. If you guys don't know Cloak and Dagger, it is a car which has like a plastic piece that comes off the top, which is very cool. Not a very fast casting, but I think it looks very cool. Glad to see it back in the main lines for 2020. We have another GMC Cyclone and then Hyper Rocker in white. You guys have seen before. And oh boy, for our final cars, we have a Jaguar XJ220, the king of the case race. Last case, which was the 2019 series, this was the official champion of the case races, was that Jaguar. It's going to give the Audi a run for its money. We're going to say a rematch in the 2020 series. That is going to be a quick car, and it looks very good in that green. I really like that. And then we have a Dodge Dart in blue, which we have not seen before, I believe. And then we have a Ford Maverick that we have seen before. So, oh my, we have a lot of new cars for this case race. Now, this is a much longer video than I anticipated, because we have a large pile of cars to race for these case races. Just take a look at that. That is a large pile of cars, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys haven't seen one of these case unboxings before, go ahead and comment down below what car you think will win in the case race, and you'll see the case race next Wednesday. You're going to see this on Monday, but the case race will be coming out on Wednesday, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that. And yeah, comment down below, like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace!